Let's get our brains ready to read our story, Fun at a Hut. Before we read, we'll review the letter sounds and words that appear in the story. Check your learning body. Your back is straight. Your eyes are looking at the screen. Your finger is ready to point. Let's get started. I'm going to say a letter sound. When I say the sound, point to the letter that makes that sound on your screen. Get your finger ready to point. Here we go. D. D. D says D. O. O. L says O. H says U says Let's keep going. There are 3 ways to make the sound k. C says k, K says k, and CK combine together to say k. Let's review. K, k, k. Touch a letter that says k. K. C says k. Touch another letter that says k. K. K says k. Touch another letter that says k. K. CK says k as well. K. 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 Keep up the great work. I'm going to say some sounds. You blend the sounds together and touch the word they make. Listen for the sounds and get your pointer finger ready to touch the screen. K, I, k. Kick. Get your finger ready to touch the screen again. K, t. Cot. Listen for the sounds. Get your finger ready. T. Hot. Let's keep going. We have 3 more words to blend. Remember, I'll say some sounds. You blend the sounds together and find the word they make. Listen for the sounds and get your pointer finger ready to touch. Ooh, ugh. Lug. Sack. Sack. Ugh. Hug. Keep up the great work. Let's move on to the next level. I'll say a word. You touch the first sound you hear in the word. Listen for the word and touch the first sound you hear in the word. Get your finger ready to touch the screen. Here's your first word. Kick. The first sound in kick is k. Here's your next word. Listen and touch the first sound. Him is the first sound in him. Listen for your word. Get ready to touch the first sound on the screen with your finger. Lock. L is the first sound in lock. Listen for your word and touch the first sound with your finger. Kid. K is the first sound in kid. Ham. Is the first sound in ham. Here's your last word. Lot. L is the first sound in lot. You did a great job. Let's move on to stretching out our words. Okay, now it's time for you to use all the sounds you learned to sound out some words. I'll say a word. You say the word back. Then you'll sound out the word by touching the red circles with your pointer finger. Ready? I'll show you how this first one works. Your first word is hit. Say hit. Hit. Let's sound it out. It. Let's keep going. You have 4 more words. Say lid. Lid. L-I-D. Keep up the great work. Here's your next word. Say sock. Sock. Sound out the word sock. S, ah, k. 2 more. Keep up the great work. Say rack. Rack. Sound out rack. R, a, k. Last one. Dot. Say dot. Dot. Sound out dot. D, a, t. Dot. Nice work. Now that you've reviewed your sounds and stretched out your words, it's time for you to use these sounds to read words that you know. Ready? I'm going to point to a word, and I want you to read it. If you need to sound your word out, you can do that too. Cot. K-ot. Cot. Read this. Read this. Read this word. Hut. Hut. Read this word. Hot. 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 You're a champion reader. Keep up the great work. Use the sounds you know to read these words. Read this word. Lick. 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 Read this word. Tack. 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 Read this word. Hum. Hum. You did a great job reading your words. It's time for us to move on to the sight words that will appear in this story. Sight words are tricky because you can't sound them out. You have to remember what they look like. These are our review sight words. These are words that you know. When the arrow touches a word, read the word. And. Where. My. They. Sight words are tricky because you can't sound them out. You have to remember what they look like. These are our new sight words. Since there's new sight words, I'm going to help you read them. First, I want you to touch the word while I read it. 2. Touch 2. Say the word 2. Have. Touch have. Say have. She. Touch she. Say she. Log. Touch log. Say log. We. Touch we. Say we. Okay, that was round 1. We have 2 more to go. Now, I'll say the word and I want you to touch it. We're going to go a little faster this time. 2. 2. Have. Have. She. She. Log. Log. We. Okay, here's our last round with our new sight words. When I touch a word, I want you to read the word out loud. Get your voice ready to read. Nice job reading your new sight words. You did a great job getting your brain ready to read. Let's read the first page of our story, Fun at a Hut. I'll say the words as I touch them with the arrow. You touch the words too. Ready? I'm going to read the words. Get your finger ready. Touch the words as I read them. Fun at a hut. It's your turn. Say the words when I touch them with the arrow. Great job reading the title of our story. Let's read the first page now. This is the first page of Fun at a Hut. I'll say the words as I touch them with the arrow. You touch the words too. Ready? Look at the screen. Get your finger ready to touch the words. I am Kim. Tam is my friend. We got a hut on a hill. Okay, it's your turn to read them. Say the words when I touch them with the arrow. Look at the screen. Get your mouth ready to say the words. Beautiful job reading. Thanks so much for your hard work. You're a champion reader.